quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out. The back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Here we go. Hey, 25 for Mike. We're going 25 for Mike.
Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Read it well, and it's picked.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
12, 11. Hey, we're going 37 to Mike. Mike 37. I'm going to run you over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
12.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Being chased out left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey, can. 11. Let's go, 37 to Mike 37. Let's go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Black Knights are once again back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drop.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And a huge play that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Nichols.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Burrow going to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker? And he can't escape, and down he goes. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights use the short field to get in for 6. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Steps away to his left. Right back to Pitts again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To the air again, Burrow. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Evades him at the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Quit talking about it. 11.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Second and 4. This one swung out to Montgomery. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 15. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. First and goal at the 1-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they